1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
You know, this is our 100th episode.
100. It's our season finale.
Yeah.
Season one coming to an end.
Right.
But before we start, we should probably show our video. Hey, it's Mike Marino and John King. Remember us from Mike and John in the Morning? We're back and doing a podcast, and we've teamed up with Cooper and Binkley Jewelers and Firehouse Doors to bring you Mike and John's Summer Splash Party.
Right here at the historic Howell Theater, July 9th. First 100 people in the door get a free t-shirt plus free giveaways from Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. We want to see you here July 9th, 6 o'clock. It's Mike and John's Summer Splash Party. Details at mikeandjohnpodcast.com.
Hey, you didn't leave anything for me to say at the end.
Well, it's probably best. You know...
How about that?
Yeah. Now, if you have been to the historic Howell Theater anytime over the weekend, you saw this as one of the trailers before the movie. And you might have thought,
Hey.
wow, they'll put anything up on that
Yeah,
screen.
they will.
But this Saturday, July 9th, the Summer Splash Party,
And-
brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers and Firehouse Doors.
And look what I got just for the occasion. Are you ready? The raffle tickets.
Oh, wow.
These are free with entry. As you come in to see the free movie,
Yeah.
Splash, for our Splash Party, you will be given a ticket for a chance to win some bling from Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
That's right. Now
We've
the-
also got some other prizes,
Right.
too.
The first 100 people through the door get a free t-shirt.
And a raffle ticket.
Everybody gets a raffle ticket.
Yes.
And then at the end, we will raffle. I must be present to win. But and we're going to show the movie Splash, of course. Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah, John Candy.
I just
And-
want to, before you go on,
Yeah.
I want to let people know that because we are patriots, we have tickets that were made in the USA.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Did you see that? Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that. Save the recycled tree. How about that?
Okay. So they cut down American trees for this. Good going.
We planted another one just in its honor.
Wait. You know, that almost sounds like the Law and Order.
Yeah.
You
Dun, dun.
can't hear
Go
it,
ahead,
but
do it again.
With the headphones, it's because I don't know.
Well, everybody's put your headphones on
We
at
have these
home.
fancy new mic stands
Ooh,
here,
yeah.
and I think because they've got springs on them.
Yeah.
But when you
This is like cartoon. Like
Welcome to
I'm
the-
excited.
Mike, welcome to the Mike and John Jug Band.
You know what? Being the 100th episode, we have a very special guest coming
We
up
do.
in just a little bit.
We
Somebody that is near and dear to our hearts, and I know yours as well. We'll get to that in just a little bit. We'll take a look at our trivia question from TNT last night, and the first one with the right answer, although there's an asterisk here.
Yeah, we're going to have to clarify the rules
Yes.
and trivia.
We got to remake up the rules a little
Yeah.
bit, but still, we'll find out what the answer was. Studies found that in an average year, 39% of kids who go away to summer camp will do this. We wanted to know what it is. A lot of great answers. We'll share those with you and find out who got the answer right and wins that $50 gift certificate from Murphy's Family Auto. Your car knows. But before that, local news brought to you by our friends at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
All right, here's what's going on. The Michigan Department of Transportation Tuesday closed one lane of eastbound M59 between LaKenna Road and Tipsico Road for resurfacing. It's the second phase of the M59 resurfacing safety and drainage upgrade project. The westbound lanes were resurfaced starting in April. Access will be maintained to all businesses through the project, although it will require single lane closures on eastbound M59, so motorists should expect delays. The current lane closure is expected to be in effect until Tuesday, August 2nd, with the overall project completion set for November 15th. MDOT officials say the project will provide a safer, smoother ride along with drainage improvements that will ensure the integrity of the roadway. Ahead of the primary elections, the League of Women Voters of Livingston County is offering nonpartisan election resources at vote411.org, referred to as a one-stop shop for election information. The League says it provides Livingston County voters with simple, accessible tools to help them navigate the voting process. Vote 411 provides personalized candidate information, voter registration details, polling place locations, and other helpful election information. Primary elections are set for August 2nd. There are 6 county commission races, 2 township trustee elections in Conway and Howell townships, and 11 proposals in various jurisdictions on Livingston County ballots. And the future of the automobile industry will be the topic of an event later this month in Livingston County. Changing the Game, Electric Vehicles, Driving the Future of Our Communities will take place Wednesday, July 27th from 9 till 11 a.m. at Crystal Gardens. It's sponsored by the Livingston County Chamber Alliance, a working collaboration between the Greater Brighton, Heartland, and Howell area chambers of commerce. The gathering will feature Sarah Cohen, the chief engineer of EV Intelligent Charging Systems at General Motors, and her team. They'll be discussing electric vehicles with topics to be discussed including the future of EVs, what the transition will look like away from combustion vehicles, and what kind of support to expect after the purchase. Organizers say the speakers will also demystify the myths around charging stations and EVs. You'll find registration details at mikeandjohnpodcast.com, and that is what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton, proud sponsor of next week's A Taste of Brighton, which is July 15th and 16th. We're going to be there. They also had a representative from Simon G in recently and placed an order. Those orders are coming in, brand new designs from Simon G, also designs from Zagani available. They can personalize anything you have or custom design something you'd like. Stop by and see Cooper and Binkley Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Brighton today. Your first and last stop for that perfect one-of-a-kind gift to someone else, a keepsake, or something for yourself. Why not? CooperandBinkleyJewelers.com. Over the weekend, saw Top Gun.
And how was it?
It was very good.
Okay.
It was very good, very large on IMAX screen.
Oh, you saw it on IMAX?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the last movie that I went to see because I thought it was going to be Splash, but I look at this as kind of a warm up for our big party.
Oh, well, yeah.
It was, since I haven't been in the theater in a while, I had to get my theater etiquette down.
So, in IMAX, did you feel like you were in the cockpit when they had like the different cockpit scenes? Because the screen is so big.
It's so big. It felt like you were there. It was definitely worth seeing. If you haven't seen Maverick, Top Gun.
All right. We were visiting out east and went and saw Lightyear.
I heard that didn't get very good reviews.
Actually, that was fine. I mean, it's not, my kids want to say, all right, we'll go see that. I'm fine. All right, we got to rethink these things. Anyway.
Did you spring?
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
we may have to go something different. Anyway, so it was fine. I mean, it was funny. I thought it was cute. It was a fine movie. All right, for what it is, it's great. Now, the theater itself was in an old mall. All right, the mall looked like it was abandoned. Okay, like all malls do these days.
Pretty much.
And we walked in there. We were the only ones in the theater. I mean, it was July 4th night.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but we're the only ones in the theater. The theater's got the old time seats. Doesn't have the nice new comfortable,
recliners.
Right, exactly.
With fans on them.
The theater's a little musty. Smells like, okay. I don't know. Was there flooding in here or what's, I don't know.
Faint smell of popcorn from 1976.
The movie kind of crackled a little. I'm like, really? Okay. Yeah.
It gave it that vintage feel.
It was just like, wow. So anyway.
We can assure a great viewing experience for our free Mike and John Summer Splash Party, in which we'll show the movie Splash July 9th. That, of course, is Saturday night at the historic Howell Theater. Absolutely, and we want to see you there as well. Of course, and the first 100 people through the door get a free T-shirt, plus all the goodies that we've discussed. And the thing is, when we say you can bring friends too, family members too. That's right. It's free. If people have to wait outside, we're sorry. First come, first serve. Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun Saturday. I believe the doors open around 6. We better contact Murphy and make sure we've got security. We should let them know that there could be a potential crowd control issue in downtown Howell this Saturday night. You might want to do that. You have connections. Right. You have relationships with the cops. Well, let me call my parole officer. Let's take a look at some of the answers from last night's TNT Tuesday Night Trivia. The question, 39% of kids who go to summer camp, on average, will do this. What will they do? What was the first thing you thought of? Sing camp songs? Sing songs around the campfire? Yeah, I don't know. Go home early. But that was a high percentage. I know some kids, that was a bit high percentage. I thought either go home early or be homesick or want to go home. Yeah, I want to go home. I don't like it here. There's some great guesses here. So let's, we'll never go back, Jeff said. They really didn't like the experience.
Some, right, I get it.
Pull a prank, those wacky camp
yeah,
pranks. Make out, get their first kiss, get sunburned. You got your first kiss at summer camp?
I did.
Do you remember her name?
I don't.
Sneak in food.
She wasn't girls bunking.
Just sneak over.
Yeah.
Did she know you kissed her?
Yeah. No, that's not. Yes.
You'd be arrested.
As a
for
matter
that
of fact,
now,
I was a gentleman, and I asked
You
if I
asked.
could kiss her.
Did you say, how's about a smooch?
Quite the Romeo. Can I kiss you? I guess.
You smell kind of like...
She was sort of like, let's get it over with.
You have that scent of DEET.
I had the scent of desperation.
Nothing like sweat.
I gotta go back and say I kissed you, or they're gonna make fun of me.
You have a scent of cotton candy, DEET, and sweat. Nothing says kiss me like that.
Yeah.
A lot of homesick guesses. Swim, first time. Pee or poo in the woods.
Well,
when you gotta go, you gotta go. Better there than in the
sure,
bars.
right.
Anna said contact lice. Contract lice.
Yeah, or any kind of critters, yeah.
Let's see, get sunburned. I would have thought doing things like zip lining or something like that, more modern, of course.
Sure.
Making s'mores, stay up late at least once.
Oh, come on now.
Throw up. Had a little bit too much camp food.
I did throw up when I kissed the girl. That's a positive.
Had a little taste in my mouth after I was so nervous. Tell ghost stories, write home. The correct answer, now this one, a couple of people got it.
Okay.
And as I put it in the timeline, the first to get it right was somebody who guessed another answer first. So that's where we have to make a stipulation on how we're going to do the rules.
Okay.
We'll have to go moving forward
from this
today
point
on.
forward. All right, so who's our winner?
Kevin Sist.
All right, Kevin
with
Sist.
Get poison ivy. So that was the correct answer.
Right.
But prior to that, he said leave. So he had one guess in. So we have to kind of, for the moving forward,
And
when we have a giveaway like this,
Right.
whatever your first guess is, that's your guess.
All right.
So even if you guess 6 answers and the 5th one was the right one, we're going to move on to the next person. Your first
and I've
one.
seen people put multiple answers in the same post.
That's cheating too.
Yeah. So
It's like, well, I want to say this, but I'm going to say
So whatever
that.
the first thing you say, that's your answer.
Yeah.
All right. So Kevin,
Sist.
we're watching you, fella. All right.
But you win the $50 gift certificate today,
whatever.
but that's for future reference as far as the rules go.
Okay.
We therefore have made the rules right here on the
that's
show.
all right.
Because our
Making
lawyers
rules.
didn't really advise us early on.
Because podcasts are fun when you make rules.
They are.
Yeah.
You can make them up as you go
They're
along.
really that makes them fun. All right.
It's our 100th episode.
It is our 100th.
And we were like, how are we going to celebrate?
We banded around different ideas,
and there was only one that really stood out.
There was
Said,
what?
This is what we've got to do. We've got to call an old friend.
Right.
And by old, I mean somebody we've known for a long time.
Yeah.
And
was,
say, hey, you want to be on our show?
Yeah.
And you know what she said?
Well.
Is that the voice of Renee Chodkowski, the Great Foodini?
Do you remember me?
We do
yes,
remember
of
you.
course.
How could we forget you?
There could only be one person I would answer the phone for this early in the morning.
Well, Renee, how have you been? It's been so long.
Good, guys. Good, really good. It's been a long time.
How's tennis going? You still playing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, with the business, not being viable through COVID and everything, one of the things that I have been doing is playing a ton of tennis. I can honestly say I'm not getting any better, but it's still really, really fun. And I'm on a lot of teams because I figured out if you're a good sport and you bring good snacks, you get invited back. So.
Yeah.
You know.
You bring good
you
snacks.
get it.
I know. It worked with you guys, didn't it?
It absolutely did. Of course, we just loved your personality,
Yes.
of course. And the bacon.
You know what?
But
I got to tell you this. I don't think I've had bacon. If I did, it's been on a very rare occasion since the last time you were on the radio with us and brought bacon.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, I really haven't gone out and nobody makes bacon like you, I guess.
Ah,
Well,
that's not good. We're going to have to remedy that somehow.
Free bacon.
Yeah, free bacon.
I think that might have had something to do with it.
What's bacon a pound now? About $20?
You know what? I haven't looked in so long either. But yeah, it's getting the grocery prices are crazy.
So, I was out of town over the weekend, and we came back home last night and pull in the driveway. I see something is in my mailbox. I'm like, okay, what is this? I pull out this bag.
All right. I have not seen what's in the bag.
All right. I pull out this bag, and it says, M&J Gigo with a little smiley face on it. And I'm like, okay.
All right. Who did what?
Who knows I live here? This is not good. I'm like looking around. Like, okay,
it's not a bag of dog.
What's going on? I know. It's not ticking. That's good. Right. And so then inside I find identical bundles. I believe one for you and one for me.
Tissue wrap too.
Right. And then
what did you do, Renee?
Well, I told you, because you guys, what have I always called you guys all through this? You have been my middle school brothers, haven't you?
Yeah, kind of. We haven't changed much either.
And you got us a stylish 7th grader for life socks.
I'm wearing these on the first day of school.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe the kickoff of season 2 of Mike and John Got It Going On, because this is the season finale.
Right, we saved you for
100.
the season finale here. Yeah.
So the cliffhanger is going to be, well, what else have you been up to besides playing tennis? And what's on the horizon for the Great Foodini?
Yeah, that's a story. Well, first of all, congratulations on 100 podcasts. That is no small feat, and that is really cool. I love what you guys have done. Really, really neat.
Well, thank you.
And a lot of fun. So Foodini did not survive. I survived COVID and the whole pandemic scene, but the whole, the whole business model that Foodini had turned to, which was a worksite wellness model, bringing whole offices in and teaching about healthy cooking and stuff. That's not viable anymore.
Right, yeah.
And it was one of those things where I could have gone to a complete online presence, but you guys will appreciate this because we did everything live for so long. I had many offers to do things over video and
like Zoom
and things like that. But even though I enjoyed getting ready and planning for it, I got so little feedback. I couldn't have anybody tell me, "Oh, that tastes so good." The instant gratification and that whole one-on-one vibe was not there. So,
yeah, no, I think a big part of your appeal was that personal touch.
Well, it's the experience of making it with you or tasting what you've made and learning how to do it. So yeah, it's unfortunate.
Being able to answer questions in real time and yeah, you're right. So it's just I wasn't getting anything out of that, and I thought, you know what, life is good. I had worked that business 35 years, and it was a stellar run. So much fun. I met so many people, lifelong friends through that business, including 2 of my favorite middle school guys.
We have the socks to prove it.
Yes, we do.
So it was really, really fun. So I've been playing tennis. Mr. Wonderful is still Mr. Wonderful. He's the only one he and a few neighbors and friends reaping the rewards because I still love to cook, and I'll always love to cook. But we've been doing a little bit of traveling now that the world's opening up a little bit. We're going to have, you guys remember our little grandson, Riley.
Yeah.
Kelly's still in the service overseas, so we're going to have him for a few weeks this summer and then take him back to Germany where she's stationed. So we're going to be doing the grandparent thing and traveling and playing tennis, and you know what, it's you work hard, and now apparently it's time to play hard, and I am all in for that.
Well, as we've learned, things change. Regardless of what your plans are, sometimes life has different,
something different in the cards for you, and you got to roll with the punches. And I can say this: I'm sure Riley is going to be spoiled to death before he gets back to Germany with his mom.
No. And you know what? You want to know what Riley's favorite food is?
Bacon?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
What's that kid, about 6'5" now?
Yeah.
I mean...
No, we have, I'm sad about Foodini, but I'm still super active. This community, when a community gives you so much, all you want to do is give back. So I have been pouring my heart into one of my favorite organizations, which is La Casa, and there will always be a need for the services that La Casa serves, and so I've really been helping them out a lot. I am looking forward to having a little bit more time to work with the Torch and Torch 180. So there's really good things happening, and I'm really excited about that.
Well, I know La Casa has their annual garden walk. This is a couple weeks away, right?
Yeah, this weekend.
This weekend.
This coming weekend, and there's still tickets available. And they will be for the walk throughout the weekend. There were still a few tickets for the luncheon available, I think, yesterday when I was on.
Well, here's what I suggest. People go get your tickets for the garden tour. Go enjoy the lovely gardens on Saturday, and it's going to be a warm day. Then, at the end of the day, you come over to the historic Howell Theater around 6 o'clock or so, air-conditioned, and you come to our summer splash party.
Sure.
You know, and...
you make a day of it.
Right, you make a day of it.
It sounds like so much fun.
Right.
It sounds so much fun. I love that theater. I have such great memories there. Such a fun place.
You know, we were talking about, in our trivia question from last night, about kids going to summer camp. Did you ever go to summer camp as a kid?
Oh, yeah. I used to go to sports camps as a kid.
And what... Well, the question we asked was, I think, was it 39%?
39% of kids that go to summer camp will get do this, and it was catch poison ivy.
Oh, I don't ever remember catching poison ivy.
You stayed out of the woods. John got his first kiss at summer camp.
Do I look like an outdoor cat to you?
You might have been picking berries or something for a pie later that night around the campfire.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what? You know it's so funny that you say that. It's a little bit of a change up. But when you say picking berries for a pie, when you guys called me the very first time after the whole MasterChef thing, when you guys called me for the first time, I was at Hazen's picking blueberries. Isn't it crazy?
Wow.
I will never, every single time I pull in there to get berries, which are coming up, I think about you guys calling me that day.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know we met at the Melon Fest because you had won the competition.
No, it was Balloon Fest.
I thought it was Melon Fest.
It was Balloon Fest.
It was Balloon Fest, yeah. And and so and you remember you were on the MasterChef show, and wasn't it MasterChef?
Yep, MasterChef.
Yeah, right. And we booked this interview that we were gonna be on the interview didn't happen, and there was crossed wires. And then we ran into you at Balloon Fest, and you were so apologetic. You're like, "Oh my God, I had no control over that. I didn't know." And you were just, and I was like, "That's okay. Don't worry about it." And you're like, "I'd like to still come on the show." I'm like, "Okay." And then you're waving bacon in front of my face. And I'm like, "All right, I guess. If you have to, I suppose." And and a great tradition was born. But
that was fun. Yeah, that was a good education in network television. Holy mackerel! I could barely breathe without getting their permission for a while. So they dropped the ball that morning. I was furious.
Well,
all's well that ends well,
I think
right?
so. I think it rebounded to our benefit because look, I think if we had just had the interview as planned, it would have been a fine interview, and that's great. I don't know that we would have made the connection we made otherwise. So it's funny how...
That's true. Yeah. Yep, that is very, very true.
I think it's funny how circumstances sometimes seem at the moment like, oh, this is bad, or, I wish it would have
work out the way you
wanted. But it
to.
actually worked out, I think, to everyone's benefit, certainly to ours, that we were able to forge that relationship with you, and you were just a huge part of our show. I think... second only to Marshall, and I'd say a close second, Renee. A pretty close second. When people would ask us about the show, they'd say they would want to know about Renee. They want to know when's the Foodini on.
Yeah. Or
make
people
sure
calling in for questions for you, and you'd already gone, so we have to.
Or they'd pass along, get this recipe to Renee. I want her to, like, okay, all right.
Was there any on that line of topic there? Is there any recipes that somebody had given to you that you were like, wow, I had never heard of this before, or kind of made it your own?
Oh, all the time. That was so much fun. People would, if people knew I was going to be at an event, they would bring family recipes and say, oh, here, you have to try this or put it in. And one of the things, and I loved that because it is literally, I mean, food is such a connector. That is something that literally everybody has to do is eat. I mean, it is. So it was such a connector. And then, and then I found when I was doing all of my senior retirement home activities, people might, as your memory goes, you might not remember things, but you're going to remember meals or what your mom cooked or what your grandma cooked. And it was such a great conversation piece. But people would bring out recipes that were in their wallets or pockets or purses that they had been holding on to until they ran into me. So every time, if I was ever able to work one into a class, I would always call it. I would always give them, due respect. And one of them was Carlene's cousin's bean dip. I mean, that was always a fun one that people remembered, but because every once in a while something just had to be shared. So. And
those recipe cards you got, they probably had a little bit of smudge of something on it, whether it's spice or sauce or sugar.
I think a good clue if you're a good chef or not is if your recipe cards are nice and clean. No. That's not a real chef. I'm sorry. That's not good cooking there. You got to have little bits and oil stain and right. Come on.
Little proof that you made the recipe.
Exactly. Come on. It's got a little,
Well, this has been such a blast reuniting with you, Renee. We appreciate you taking time out, especially for our 100th episode. That means a lot to us.
Oh, I'm so glad. And congratulations on 100. That is amazing.
And thanks for the socks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Stylish. Because Argyle's back in, I think.
Is it? We wouldn't know. So
when I saw those, I thought about you immediately, and I thought, I have to have them. I couldn't find
thank you so much.
Socks, but.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. And if you're not doing anything Saturday night, we're going to be at the movies. We hope you'll be there too at Howell Theater.
Awesome. You got it. I'll reach out.
All right.
Renee Chodkowski,
Love you, Renee.
the Great Foodini. Love you. We hope to see you again soon.
Love you back. Take care, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care. All right. Gosh, I miss Renee. I really do. I was so glad that she said, "Yeah, I'll be on your show," because it's been a long time.
I have the taste of bacon in my mouth for some reason. I don't know why.
We should have a bacon scent. Like you'd hang from a mirror.
No, they have it.
I know they do.
Yeah.
But we should get one of those for the studio here. For the podcast.
There's already enough odd smells down here.
They're kind of odd.
Okay.
We want to thank Firehouse Doors. They've been one of our originals for the Mike and John Got It Going On podcast. And last week we told you they were looking for somebody to work full time. They found someone.
Right.
We also have a drawing we're going to do in just a few minutes.
They've been serving Livingston County residents for the past 24 years. It's a family-owned business. They strive to treat each customer like family. They're veteran-owned, of course. Mike Witt, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. And Firehouse Door is your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. And for the past 21 years, they've been Livingston County's only authorized distributor for CHI overhead doors. Call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480.
In my hand, I hold the giveaway entry that was emailed in from one Anna Evans.
Oh.
Congratulations, Anna Evans. You are the winner of this week's giveaway from Firehouse Doors, a preventative maintenance inspection for your garage door and opener. That includes a 12-point inspection of up to 2 garage doors and openers, and you get 10% off any future garage door needs for life. That's the TPC card.
Yeah.
Courtesy
Yeah,
of
for
Firehouse
life.
Doors. For
I
life.
sentence you to life of 10% off.
Of garage door maintenance, repairs, and whatever you need.
There's no appeal. It's a life sentence of 10% off.
Locked in. All right.
Yeah. So congratulations, Dan.
Hey, you know what? We didn't mention that we have this thing going on Saturday. We should probably show our movie.
I don't know. Have they seen this clip?
This clip.
Dun-dun.
What we are dealing with here
Dun-dun.
is a perfect engine,
Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun.
an eating machine.
There's a little
Little
Jaws.
What was the tip of our cap
flavor.
if we had caps on?
And I think we'll hear from Spielberg's lawyer.
if he happens to see this podcast.
Well, yeah.
Which he might.
You know, here's the sad thing. We would be thrilled to hear from Spielberg's lawyer. Like, oh my God. All right. Anyway.
All right, are you ready for a 2-cent history lesson?
Just barely.
Today is July 6th. Oddly enough, it's National Fried Chicken Day. Of course, we've been talking with food, the Great Foodini, about food. It's also International Kissing Day, which ties into John's first kiss at summer camp. How about that? 1872, the donut cutter was patented by John Blondell. So I would imagine before they just had to make them by hand.
Right.
Handmade donuts.
They probably didn't look that great.
But they sure tasted
I mean,
good.
that's the thing.
Doesn't matter how they look.
Yeah, but still really nice.
Dr. Daniel Hale in 1893 performed the first open heart surgery without anesthesia.
Oh, well. This might hurt a bit.
Can't even imagine.
Bite down on this stick. I'm a doctor.
Well, without anesthesia, but maybe they had some whiskey.
I would, I'd be like, give me the bottle and another one after it and just keep it coming until I'm out.
1924, the first international transmission of a photograph by radio was made across the Atlantic Ocean from U.S. to England. Still printing. Still printing. Probably wasn't even that advanced. It was probably more like the Flintstones with the bird and the camera. 1994.
And then remember the little bird at the end would always look at the camera and go, it's a living.
1994, Forrest Gump premiered in the United States. Life is like a box of chocolates.
It's a classic. Yeah. That's one of those movies I'll
never know
I'll kind of always watch. If it's on, you always it doesn't
What
matter.
part are we in?
It doesn't matter what part of the movie it's in.
Is it Lieutenant Dan with the hookers?
Right. Oh, well, I guess it does matter to some of us.
And finally, it was on this day in 2007. Britney Spears apologized for attacking a photographer's car with an umbrella earlier in the year. Apparently, the photographer was trying to get shots of Britney, and she happened to have an umbrella in her car, or on her, and she took care of that car.
Took her paparazzi. Did a little Jack Nicholson.
So that's your 2-cent history lesson for today.
Very good lesson.
Did you learn a thing or two?
I mean, for our 100th episode, did we mention it's our 100th episode?
Next year on this date, we can mention that we celebrated the 100th episode
Write
with
that
the
down.
Great Foodini.
Yeah, write that
July
down.
6th.
Yeah, because,
Should I use the big pencil for that?
No,
We haven't used
no.
the big pencil with the tassel.
Right,
on.
and so this, by the way, this wraps up season 1.
Yes, it does.
And we move into season 2 tomorrow.
What's in store for season 2?
Starts Thursday. And I don't know what the difference is between season 1 and season 2. Right?
Well, the difference is the number. It'll be season 2, episode 1.
And really, the only reason we're going into any kind of season is that one of the websites that we upload our podcast to makes you delineate what episode it is and what season it is. And we were originally going to tie the seasons to
Reacher.
To Reacher, the TV show, and then we realized they're not coming back for a
Till
while.
2023.
We'd be an episode like 800 at that
by
point.
then. And we don't want to drag out season 1 that long.
100 seemed like the perfect place to wrap it up
It's our century
for
of-
season 1. But let me tell you, if you love season 1,
Yes.
season 2 is going to be amazing. Amazing, the things we've got
Even
coming up
better?
in season 2.
Bigger and better than ever?
We've got super guest stars. We've got crossover episodes. We've got everything. We're going to have songs and dances and we're going to have magical acts and pets and
Juggling, too?
and juggling and
a lot of lying
and
going on.
stuff going on. It's going to be amazing. I mean, if you've
We'll
been
see.
just amazed by episode,
Season
100,
1,
and
just hang with us for season 2.
we have a whole new writing staff for season 2. We got rid of the idiots from season 1, fired them out the door.
We did?
Yeah, you're fired.
It's the John and John got it going on.
Well, it's about time.
Mike had it going on. Ain't got it going on anymore.
Anyway.
Recent survey regarding keepsakes. I thought this was pretty interesting. Not that we have any keepsakes around here. We're not those kind of people hoarding
not at all.
stuff just for the heck of it.
No, I shut up my marbles last week. So what does that say?
And funny, I'm looking for a bag of marbles for a thing, a
Really?
project that I have. Yeah.
Do you want my
But I need a
marbles?
lot of marbles.
Oh, okay.
You don't have enough marbles. You better keep the marbles.
I got to keep the marbles I have. That's right.
A lot of rattling
Reminds
on
me of
going
that
in there.
scene from Animal House where he runs in. Can I have 10,000 marbles?
I don't need that many, but pretty close. Okay, so why do we hang on to stuff?
Right.
They asked first off the bat. 52% said people hang on to stuff because they feel guilty throwing it away. That's what the Salvation Army's for. That's what donations to
or
Purple
Goodwill.
Heart,
Yeah.
those kind of things. 61% say they keep birthday cards. That's the biggest thing, that most common thing people keep.
We've learned here at the King household, we have a process for cards. You get the cards. This is a wonderful card. We put it up on a little windowsill above our sink.
Sure.
It is up there for
A week?
a couple weeks or until the next card adjacent holiday. So like Mother's Day cards are up there till Father's Day.
All right.
Then the father, and then
What if
those
there's a
are,
birthday
and then they're
in
gone,
between?
and then they're gone,
Yep.
and then they're out of there.
They go to
Recycle.
that-
They go to recycle.
They go to that
Then the
great
new ones
shredder in
come
the
up,
sky.
right? And then you recycle, and because there's why? Why would you say I don't know?
Yeah. So birthday cards number one, Valentine's cards number two. 44% said they keep Valentine's cards. Oh, he loves me so much. It says in the card.
Well, it's printed on the card. Then he just signed his name at the bottom.
Yeah. I didn't make any of this.
Yeah,
up.
hey, John, there you go. Love you, babe.
43% said they still have a gift from their child.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of
Those
gifts
are
that
tough.
kids give you.
those are tough.
Yeah, we got a few. Really
I
good
got some crap from me. I mean, some great gifts for my kids. Yes.
And 25% say they still have a keepsake from a past relationship. Yeah, that's probably not a good thing to do.
That's called evidence.
Is that what it is?
Destroy the evidence.
Well, maybe it was a special time.
There was no one before you, honey.
Maybe it was a special time. You know, your first
Kiss at camp.
kiss, first date. You kept that little remembrance of that. I think your significant other would understand that. I don't think I have anything like
No,
that, but I'm just saying.
No.
I don't know. I haven't been in my stuff box in so long. I'm afraid to open it.
No, I would not.
Lots
No,
of
I
flying
don't.
out
You
of
know,
that thing.
I don't. I would not save anything from the nut jobs I dated before I met my wife. But anyway,
A cat lady comes to mind, but we won't get into that because we know some of you love cats.
No. All right. Well,
All right, so that's the end of our regular edition of the 100th episode.
That's right.
The season finale.
And before we wrap up season 100, we do want to remind you, Murphy's Family Auto, of course, a proud sponsor of Mike and John Got It Going On. They've been with us for almost all of these 100 episodes.
Yes, they have.
You can call to schedule an appointment, 517-552-3040. They're open Saturdays 8 to 1. Tell them Mike and John sent you. You'll save 5% off your bill. Murphy's Family Auto, your car knows. Murphy'sFamilyAuto.com. And I don't know if we've mentioned that there's something going on.
It's us, because we got it going on.
Oh, I heard that.
And we got it going on Saturday at the historic Howell Theater.
I've heard that too.
We want to pack the place. We want to have a good time and celebrate summer with the summer movie Splash. Of course, Tom Hanks, John Candy, Daryl Hannah, and Dan Aykroyd in there too.
I believe so.
So it's I haven't seen Splash probably
Eugene
since...
Levy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was bad, wasn't it?
It was bad. But I would expect nothing less. Why end season 1 any differently?
That's
than we'll
right.
start season 2. So.
All right. Season 2 is going to be big. I can't wait.
You know who else is going to be at our summer splash party?
Who's that?
Susan, a.k.a. Cougar.
From Kitty and Cougar?
Yeah.
Our theme song singer.
Well, it's just Cougar.
It's just Cougar.
Yeah. The kitty ran
Is she...
off. I'd rather have the Cougar anyway.
I'm not going to say anything. My mom watches.
But you're thinking it.
You're giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.
Yeah. All right.
Post show. Final
We are
post show
post-show now.
The 100th episode. I don't
Exclusive
remember if early on
post-show
we had
content.
post show content.
No,
So this may be like
Yeah.
post show number 90 or something like that. I'm not
Whatever.
sure. It doesn't matter. So
Because I don't know. Does anyone even watch this crap?
I don't know. I think Nick Proctor does.
Okay.
So And my mom does too.
Hi, Nick.
Nick and my mom. Hi. Okay, so my duty for the summer splash party was to make sure we got the raffle tickets.
Right.
And I wanted to make sure that we made this really easy, so you didn't have to fill out anything.
Nope.
Didn't have to, we didn't have to worry about reading your name right.
No. It's super simple.
So we're going to give you the one that says keep this coupon.
Right. It says it right on there.
So you keep this coupon.
You got to follow the directions.
If you give us,
Okay.
if you keep the ticket,
No.
you're disqualified.
No. And you just have to hang on to it. That's all.
That's right. Because after the movie, that's when we're going to do the drawings for the Cooper and Binkley Jeweler
Right.
giveaways.
Right. You must be present to win, but come enjoy the movie.
Have a little fun.
Chance to win some great stuff, but you got to keep your coupon.
Yeah, the one that says keep this coupon.
It says it right on there.
Don't break the rules.
I mean, the freaking thing is right on there. It says right on there.
Keep this coupon.
And why is
if
it-
the person handing you the tickets, because we're going to give you the two, tear one, you will keep the one that says keep this coupon.
Right.
If you can't handle that,
I'm sorry.
you can't win.
We're not going to take any,
That's right.
oh, I had it and I lost it. Or,
No.
well, I'm sorry.
No, even if it has a little popcorn grease on it, that's okay.
No, that's fine.
We
We got to
expect
be able
that.
to read it. I mean, if it's got, whatever.
So there should be enough here for our giveaways. We might even be able to use this for the next Mike and John party.
Or we could sneak these and get a free carnival ride somewhere.
Do we use the ticket or the keep the coupon? That's
See, I don't
another
know.
trick of the carnies use.
Right.
They do that,
Wait a minute. These are from the Indiana Ticket Company.
Well, they're made in the USA. That was the
That's
thing.
true. I mean,
I don't know if there's a ticket company.
I mean, if there's a Michigan Ticket Company.
I don't know if there is or not.
Okay.
I bought the cheapest ones I could find.
Well, that's
keeping it under budget.
Yeah, believe me.
When it comes to cheap,
I know the budget. Yeah, trust me.
all right.
Yeah.
So we'll see you Saturday.
So does anyone that watches this or listens to this. They know the budget too.
Take a look
Zero.
at it. All right, so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Is it though?
Yes, it is.
Are you sure?
Guaranteed.
Okay.
Saturday.
I'm
July
turning it
9th.
off today.
All right, see ya. That button.